Hi, it's Max here from Better Universe. So, we're at the end of our 60-day challenge. Congratulations to everyone who committed to making a life change into a habit. Even if you didn't get your goal, you still made that progress, still had that momentum, still built it up to, cement it in later. That's what we got to do. You got to keep charging. Just because the 60 days is over doesn't mean that changing your life is over. Every single day, every single second, you need to be pushing towards and making moves on your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations. You have to be the person now that you want to be in 20, 30 years. Hell, you have to be the person now that you want to be tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. It's important. You gotta align your values with your goals. You can't be, saying, I want to be this healthy person who doesn't eat crap and works out regularly, but later today you go into the fridge and pick out the first sweet that you find and skip your workout. I mean, you have to methodically plan who you're going to be and become that person today. It might not be easy. It's definitely not going to be easy. I mean, changing your life isn't easy, especially when you've had, who knows, upwards of 18 to 50 years of whatever. Brainwashing you, influencing you, telling you what you could or couldn't become. Changing your life isn't always easy, that's for sure. But if you really want to do it, you have to implement who you want to be today to become who you want to be tomorrow, next year, next month, whatever. But with that said, moving on, we're going to start another 60-day challenge right up on Monday. And make a life change a habit for this 60 days. This next 60 days is going to be about achievement. There's certain things that you have to get done that are holding you back. I don't know what those are. For me personally, I just want to hit some moves. The human flag, the front lever, and a planche, a planche is pretty far out of the range, but of training for 2 months, but that's not the point. You still don't ever aim too low. I don't know what it is, and also I want to get, the website up and running so you guys can have some content and information and blogs that you can refer back to. So those are like my 2 achievement goals. Those are things that I just need to get done, and they're holding me back, and if I don't get them done, they're going to keep holding me back. I don't know what it is for you, if you've been neglecting a health issue, getting something checked out by the doctor. I don't know if you want to get something done on your house. I don't know if you want to fix something on your car. I don't know if you want to sign up for college courses or whatever it is. I mean, there's some things, there's those little checks that we don't put in the box, and we kind of just let them slide, and we think about them and we think about them, and we just let them slide more and more. So this next 60 days, I want you to take something significant on, something that's going to take a little bit of your time and effort to achieve, something that you're going to have to plan out for a couple days and execute on, to build this larger vision of who you want to become. That's the next 60 days. So take something big. For me, building the website up is kind of a big step. There's a lot of moving parts and intricacies and integrations that I have to do to complete that. And then there's, I want you to also focus on a couple of goals that are not necessarily as in-depth, just things to do. Like I said, if you're trying to get into a college, if you wanted to take college courses or some application online or whatever, just do it. Put that on the list and actually do it in the next 60 days. Sign up, start the classes, and then that one's done. So take a couple of those small wins and sprinkle them throughout the 60 days. Find out, the little things that are holding you back that are so easy to do, but you just don't take the time to do them. Plan it out, put it into your plan, and get it ready to get going. So the last couple of days, we talked about, so now that you know what the plan is, we talked about making a plan and then committing to a plan. Now you have to execute on your plan. If you've committed to your plan, then you shouldn't have any problem executing. Problem is, most people are halfway committed to their plan, so execution is hard. That's where the discipline comes in. You have to be willing to execute every single day. And I mean, if you're not every single day, at least every other day, to start at least building that momentum, shifting your mind, making those changes in your habits, thought patterns, just, the impulses that are sent through your nervous system and your brain and the chemicals that it releases for the emotional connections that you build with those experiences. That is the kind of stuff we need to work on. That is the execution part. You need to execute. You need to build these neural pathways in your brain. You need to build these. You need to build an addiction to the chemical endorphin. You need to get your body moving to a high exerting level, so that way you can get that endorphin dump at the end of your workout, and you need to become addicted to it. I mean, I would never tell anybody to become addicted to crack cocaine. I would never tell anyone to become addicted to meth or acid or heroin or any of that. But endorphins, that is the one drug, the one high that you want to find your addiction to. If you can do that, if you can keep your body in a perpetual motion, the amount of focus and clarity that you can bring to your mind is substantial. But that's not the point. I'm only really referring that to in a workout sense. You still need to build the disciplines, whether it is, getting the paperwork ready to buy your house or whatever. You need to plan it, discipline it, and execute it. You need to make every day, set aside a time where you are going to do the action that is required to achieve what you want. And as you do that, slowly and slowly, you will build not only the discipline, but a habit. Something that's ingrained in you, something that you don't really have to, it's more effortless than it is a push or a grind. That's part of the execution. I don't understand really why it becomes the hardest part. I feel like these people have great ideas and plans in their heads, and everybody, has an idea of a higher self and purpose or what they want to become, but it's the active execution that they never commit to the active execution. They get distracted through whatever, social conditioning, social media, other people's dogma, believing in what other people's beliefs are about you. I mean, there may be fear of failure, fear of not being enough, smart enough, strong enough, rich enough, resourceful enough, whatever. It's some kind of self-limited belief that's got to be holding you back from taking action. If you have the plan in front of you and you're willing to commit, obviously we're all willing to commit. I mean, we have this idea of a better person, who we want to become. What's the hard part about committing to becoming the person you want to be? Nothing, really. I mean, but the hard part is the execution of the plan, and I think it really lies in your self-limiting beliefs, because why the hell would you ever fucking do anything if you didn't really think you could achieve the end goal? That's part of the execution I think that's missing, is that people don't really possibly believe that they can achieve what they want. So they just don't even take the action to even try and get there because they just don't believe it's going to work out. You need to do battle with those voices. You need to listen to motivational tapes. You need to do whatever it takes to put you in a state that's going to make you take action, to make you move. That's the purpose behind finding your why it's going to make you happy, why it's going to make you fulfilled. That why is supposed to be that emotional connection that drives you. I mean, we all have the logical aspect of our why. It's, to take better care of your family, or to provide for your spouse, or to make the world a better place, or to help people. But ultimately, it's that emotional connection to happiness and fulfillment that's going to drive you to execute. So the problem is, you have this emotional connection through past experiences that it's not possible for you. Even though we can motivate you and influence you, it shortly dies after because of the years and years of social conditioning, media, news, and other people's beliefs that have influenced you. Put on those motivational tapes. Find those words that empower you inside, and then take them and embody them, feel them. That's the idea behind embodiment. Embodiment will lead to your execution. You need to take the words like, I can have the body I want. I can be as rich as I want. I can make $1 million. I can do whatever. You have to take these and, close your eyes, say them in your mind, see what the pictures, see what being all you can be is like. Embody it, feel it in your butt, feel it running through your system. I mean, there's like a certain amount of energy that feeling brings that you can feel flowing through you. I don't really know how to describe it, but some things you can't describe, you can only feel. And that's what's going to get you to execute. So, whatever it is, find that motivation, make that emotional connection to get you to execute. That's the only way. And once you start executing day after day, week after week, month after month, you start to build this momentum, and it gets so big you can't turn back. That's the only way to do it. Keep it going, keep it strong. Get out there, make the discipline. It won't be easy. You won't hit it every day. But the mere act of trying is progress. Getting up and swinging every time when you get knocked down, it's progress. Think of all the years you might have had doing it the wrong way. You've got to try and turn that around. It's not going to be easy. Build those mental connections. But every time you take a step forward, it doesn't matter how many steps you take back, because you still are building that momentum, building that progress. And the only time it stops is when you quit. You can never be a failure if you don't give up. Just keep on pushing and striving, growing, and executing. And you'll have the makings for any kind of success you want. Stay 60 is 60. This is Max Fisher from A Better Universe. We're hitting it hard on Monday. Get ready to get it. Peace.